Reasonable clout, reasonable clout. We don't need a lot, just a decent amount. It's reasonable clout, 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 it's reasonable clout.
Yes, sir. Back again.
We in the house. We in the house. Yeah.
Episode 20.
Talk to me nice.
Gotta hit the F1. Episode 20.
Made it to
Yes,
a dub.
sir. We still here, still going strong. You feel me? This is yours truly, Culture Q. And I'm here with the one and only Red Wolf, being savvy in the motherfucking building.
Oh, okay. We gonna cuss right off the back.
Oh. And that's why I'm pushing back the one topic, because I know that we yeah, man. Make sure you catch us on all social media. At Reasonable Clout Podcast, on X at Clout and Reason, and on YouTube at Reasonable Clout Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button, do all the things you got to do to get us in the algorithm. How you doing today, my brother?
Great on a mission to be greater.
You bounce back? Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
I was about to say it. Don't sound like it.
Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. We're about to get into another episode. This should be a good one. You said we might get banned off of this one?
Nah, man. I said I'm gonna keep my composure.
Nah, man, we getting into it, man. Let's go viral. Let's go viral.
Keep our composure here,
because we got a lot to talk about today, man. A lot going on, a lot in the courthouse, court systems going on. It's a lot of wishy-washy. The shit ain't balanced, man. The shit ain't balanced how it should be.
But first and foremost, you know, we talking about balance. It's never gonna be a balance. And those put that down real quick. And those who think that it will be a balance, fucking dilute off the bat.
Hey, we already up out of that, man. We can let it fly now, man. Yeah. I don't think many think it's going to be balanced. I think we just pissed off that it ain't balanced. You feel me?
Stupid. That's the first thing. You know, in my opinion, niggas are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas are stupid to ever believe that anything in this system that wasn't created by them will work in their favor.
Yeah.
You'll get a few to slide through just to keep the balance on the scale looking a certain way, like it's going up, but it really ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Puppet Master still behind the scene doing this thing.
Yeah. And we got a lot of that going on this week. So let's get right into it, man. We're gonna start with we're going down to Texas, man. We got a lot going on down in Texas, man. We got the Karmelo Anthony situation. I don't know if you familiar with the story
of what happened with him at the school.
Yeah, I guess I'll run, even for the listeners, I'll run through it real quick. The incident happened April 2nd of last year. I actually brought this case up a few episodes ago. I think it's this sick leave or some shit. One of those episodes. It's crazy that this case popped up in my head and I didn't even know it was going into starting trial. But the Fresco police were called um, around 10 a.m. after 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in the chest during a confrontation in the bleachers. So basically what happened is it was raining. It's a track meet, by the way. And it was raining. So I guess every team had their tent set up and all the kids were in the tents. So Carmelo, I guess he was the closest to this other team's tent, which is Austin Metcalf's. He's actually a twin brother, by the way, a white kid, and Carmelo Black, if you don't know. But he went over under their tent just to get out of the rain. But Austin Metcalf and his brother was like pressing him, like, "Yo, get up out of our tent," you know. You ain't
So
with
before
us.
you go, and I don't mean to cut off your wisdom, but before you go any further, the one of the key elements in part of this trial is that he didn't just like randomly roam over there. He was called over there by another. Oh man, damn, where my thing
We'll
at?
get into it. Let me just run it down the timeline, and then we'll break it down. You feel me?
Yeah, but that part of the story, how he got there, was one of his friends who's a mutual friend with Austin and them.
Mhm.
And that's how he got over there in that tent area. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like
So
he had
he was
so
he was he was
called
friends
over
with.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
was called over there to that particular spot. Now everybody else is familiar with who's there. He was the only one who was unfamiliar to the Metcalf brothers. You know what I mean? And then well, you go ahead with the story. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying
Yeah.
that I just wanted to insert that point, not that he was just walking over there at random. You know what I mean? We don't want
Right.
to,
Right.
twist the narrative a little
I
bit.
mean, even if it was just him sliding down in there, it's raining, dog. I'm just trying to get out the rain. But anyway,
Hmm.
so the Metcalf brothers, you know, pressing them like, "Yo, get up out our tent," da 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 da. And it is important to note that these are two big ass football players. You feel me? And Carmelo is this, you know, slimmer um, stature
Right.
that run track and field. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, but they pressing him, man. He's like, "Yo," allegedly, he told them, "Put your hands on me and see what happened." And I guess Austin proceeded to put his hands on him, so he pulled off. First, I heard that it was his cleat with his spikes on it that he struck him with, but it
Yeah, I
turns out
heard
that
that.
but it turns out he actually had a knife in his bag and he pulled it out and stabbed Austin in the chest and then ran off. Um, but I guess a lot of the witnesses are saying that they seen the argument and I don't know. A lot of I guess
He wasn't going to hurt him.
naturally, a lot of the witnesses were, you know, of the complexion, you know, to side with Austin Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that was what happened in that courthouse. A lot of witnesses, you know, were pointing at him like as if uh, Carmelo was the aggressor. But you know, this sparked a lot last year, man. I remember this year. You remember it when it happened last year?
Hmm.
It sparked a lot of outrage, and it was a lot of people donating a lot of money to the Metcalf family, and to combat that, a lot of people were, you know, donating a lot of money to
Did you hear
the
about Boosie's alleged
Anthony.
donation?
No, he donated
Allegedly
to
500,000 recently.
recently. Okay, we're
Allegedly.
gonna get to it because we get so he was arrested. The judge set his bail at 1 million. Then he reduced it to 250. saying that he had a lack of prior criminal record, so they gave him a reduction. I didn't know so I'm guessing he got bailed out. Do you know if he got bailed out
I don't believe so.
or was it? Damn, they ain't get up 250 for him. Not even 250, 25. He had to get out. I guess we should have fact checked that. But
I can
but
fact check it
anyway,
right
so
right
the
now.
the trial started June 2026 of this year. The prosecutors called the stabbing senseless and plain and simple murder. The juries heard the testimonies over 4 days from a dozen witnesses, students, investigators, medical examiners, and character witnesses. It took them, deliberated for 3 hours and ended up finding Carmelo
They was in
Anthony
there eating
guilty.
snacks and shit. He was guilty before he even went in that motherfucker.
Hey, that's another conversation about the complexion, because I heard that was an all white jury. And then the same jury sentenced him to 35 years in prison.
But did you also
Um,
know that the judge and the dad is friends?
well, of the Metcalf,
Yes, sir.
I get that. It makes sense. Since then, just to wrap it up, since then, Carmelo Anthony has filed a notice of appeal one day after the sentencing, and he was transferred to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And the appeal process can take months or years to
Quick
resolve.
quick pin in that. So
No, that's everything. That's everything. Let's get into it.
okay. So we going over this right now, and it says that he was released in April 2025. Excuse me.
That makes sense.
The judge reduced his bond from 1 million to 250, as you
250.
said, and he was released under the conditions that included house arrest, electronic monitoring, adult supervision, and restrictions on leaving his home. But that was
Mm-hmm.
before the trial, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So now he got sentenced 35. He got his stuff cut and everything. He got that prison pick now.
Yeah, I seen it, man. What's your take on it before I'm gonna clear the runway for you, and then I give my opinion
My opinion on what?
on this whole situation, on the verdict. Was he right? Was it self defense?
Oh, this all fucked up. But again, it goes
Yeah,
back
talk
to what
about
it goes back to what I was saying, that we got to be the most dumbest motherfuckers out here. We expecting the same motherfucking system to save us. The same motherfuckers who put us in the predicament to get us out of the predicament
Mm-hmm.
with they laws, they rules. This shit is never gonna work. We're always gonna end up looking like we look right now in this situation. Then it's gonna be vigils and shit like that, and marches, and we shall overcome, and then that shit gonna get swept under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas ain't doing shit.
What should niggas do?
At this point in time, think about this, how they went through that little funding. If we already had, and this will go into the topic later on,
Later
so I
on,
don't want
yep,
to dive too deep into what I'm saying, but far as we have the ability to be able to set up our own systems and communities within this
correct.
and to be respected, because here's two things that I automatically don't like. One, when we talk about white don't point put nothing on nobody, you know what I mean, just as well as saying individuals is black. As you can go to the fucking UN and look all around of them tags around there, or them little labels of each country and each place, and you're not gonna see black up there. So we'll never have a national or worldwide or a global voice, because we still claiming and clinging to what we aren't instead of who we actually are. Or redefining ourselves collectively and coming together and establishing ourselves as a nation and putting ourselves in the political position to be able to have this voice, because this shit that's going on that motherfuckers don't know, you know. And this,
Mhm.
we have allies outside of the play that's being made to make us look like just the criminals of United States. You know, we know this subliminal work is done when, you know, you get movies like American Gangster and on the cover you have a Denzel Washington, a black actor, you know. But
Mhm.
when somebody from another country associates what a gangster in America is or looks like, bam, what you get? Blackface. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily. I
So
gotta pause you right there because we
go ahead.
also have gangster movies that's dealing with the Italians with the mobs. So and
But what
also
do they?
the
But do they say gangster in front of theirs?
but
That
that's
says the
just
Godfather.
that's
You want to go over
that's
there?
just one
We
example.
Casino or something like that, or The Sopranos, or you know.
But if you watch those instead of just looking at a title and a cover, if you actually watch those
Remember,
movies and
everything is
shows,
about imagery
you
and
just
what's
gonna eat through
projected
the
into
whole
your
thing,
mind.
huh? Come on, man. You can't eat on the mic. Come on, bro. Come on,
Oh
man. We got
damn,
to
I
be
forgot.
professional, my nigga. Come on, dog. This nigga, like, we're on the porch. Yeah.
Hey man, I've been inspired by Dick Gregory, man. You know what I
No,
mean?
don't.
Nigga.
Don't take anything from him but that, man. All the mouse house. That's our biggest. Come on, bro. But anyway, my bad. I ain't mean to cut your wisdom. What you were saying, though?
Oh man. Oh shit. Damn, I lost my thought.
My bad, bro. My bad.
What was that in there?
We was talking about the movies, the seeing the
Oh yeah,
covers.
you know,
Go
all
ahead.
but you can go over all of those particular movies and you either see different symbols or something like that, or you won't see their faces connected to anything like that. You know what I mean? That wasn't the play. Look at all our movies. The gangster hood boys in the hood, and you got all the stuff. Oh, so these are the type of boys in the hood, menace to society, you know. And then you got more black faces up here, you know.
Hmm.
Think about you can go and rake your brain on the movies, all y'all can rake y'all brains and think about the images. I'm just saying that's being projected out here on a mass level where they're trying to put a stereotype down in individuals' mind before you even get to deal with them. So even if we decide to try to deal in trades or something like that on a global scale, individuals be shaky with us.
But what I will say, and we actually gonna get on into this in the next segment, but it's not just the white Americans that look at us like they look at us. And it's not just because of the movies and the entertainment. I think the world has some kind of hatred for dark skin or black skin, um, or brown skin, whatever you want to call it.
Mm, mm,
Uh,
mm, mm.
hold on. But and it even goes into the different races, the way they treat the darker complexion. It's like they hate you if you're associated with darker skin or you which everybody come from
So
Africa.
listen, think about this. And I always say this: if you wasn't a threat or problem or something higher, you think they be spending as much time and energy and everything to do the things that they do?
Run that back. Say it one more time.
If you don't feel like our people
Hmm.
isn't a threat to them or feels or they automatically
We are
know
though.
who exactly that we are, that they wouldn't be trying to use
No,
all the
I agree with
resources
you.
and things that they can to keep
I
the
agree with
if
you.
we were nobody,
Yeah,
they wouldn't pass no mind.
yeah. No, I get that part.
They
I
wouldn't
get.
have all these systems set up to entrap.
Yeah, but how
My
long are
man has
those
been
systems
entrapped.
gonna?
You got to think
How
now.
long?
We talk Carmelo Anthony right now, so but we also been talking about old Chud the Builder. Now we had this conversation. What was it? The week before last or last week when we
Last
speaking
week.
about the self defense thing. Now my man ran
Uh-huh.
up on him again with the whoop whoop. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And decided he wanted to press him and call him whatever. They ended up getting into a scuffle. He ended up shooting Buddy. You know what I mean? Same situation. But
But
look at what
listen,
we got here. Go ahead.
hold on. This is this is why all of these cases are so important, because that's why I say Chud the Builder's case is going to be, although the guy survived that shooting, this is going to be a huge case when it goes to court. It's going to be televised, which is the word I was trying to think of last episode, but it's going to be televised and it's going to be looked at with a microscope, because if Chud gets off,
Well, he will.
I don't know if he will. You said last episode that he wasn't going to beat the case. You just said last episode he wasn't going to beat the case. What, these chain of events
No.
changed your mind? Because you just said it last episode.
I started to go back and just like with dealing with these different cases this week, I started to go back and think about different cases and shit and scenarios where that didn't happen. I even got a dude didn't get like off, but he ain't really get much. I even had a homeboy that was in a similar situation. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
wheeled a white dude out. You know what I mean? Dude ran and
Mm-hmm.
got into his car, came back with his knife. He ended up stabbing on me. You know what I mean? He ended up killing him and shit. So but again, you got to think these situations turn into manslaughter because how big this black dude was, or this, that, there, and the other. But it's the
I'm
same
glad you
thing
said
with.
that, because that is very important. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they said, which we're gonna get into next with Rick Chow. They said they charged him wrong. That's why he got off. If they would have charged him, well, I don't want to get too far into that.
They ain't charged
But
him wrong. They charged him exactly what they was supposed to
we're gonna
charge
get
him
into
with.
it. We're gonna
So
get into it. Hold
I
on.
keep
Pause.
telling you,
Pause. Pause.
donuts,
Pause. Pause.
donuts.
Pause. We're gonna get back to it. But
These laws is like donuts, y'all. They come with
according to
holes.
this, are you done on this? Because I need a runway. I just need interrupted runway. You done with
Am I done with what? With
Carmelo?
everything on him?
Yeah, yeah. Did you complete your
Um,
thought on this?
for now, I mean, we off the
Until I start
topic.
talking and you just start cutting me
Oh
out.
no, yeah, go ahead.
All right, check
Let
this
your
out.
wisdom ride.
All right. For one, I will say RIP to what's his name? Austin Metcalf. I'm going to start with that. RIP, because this situation shouldn't have led to a death. So I'm going to start with that. RIP. From there, I understand what happened, the whole incident, and stuff happens like that all the time. It just doesn't end in a death. It doesn't end with someone having a weapon to be able to take somebody up out of here. So I understand that's just normal, regular teenage shit, bro. We witnessed shit, not, again, I say not resulting in death, but we witnessed bullying, all this type of shit, confrontations, situations, all
I
that.
ain't know shit about bullying. I ain't even witness it.
All right,
Niggas was
well, I
young and
did.
gang banging, and niggas you was fighting or not, nigga. You gonna
All
fight
right.
until you fight.
Okay. All right. Still, we've seen shit happen. That's my point.
Yeah.
Bullying, don't get, focused on bullying. What I'm saying is we've seen situations happen similar to this that doesn't end like this. So I understand that. And I also think understand things happen. So yes, he had a knife on him. Yes, he stabbed dude. Now, what I will say, do I think he should have beat this case? Yes, only because they had it labeled as a murder. Do I think he should have just got scot-free, nothing out of that? No. He probably should have got manslaughter. And if he got manslaughter, would you agree with that? Ain't this manslaughter?
I mean, that's basically because, with manslaughter, you're looking up to damn near 20 years, all depending on where you at. But that's you out there in Texas.
I'm talking about charge. I'm not talking about the sentence. I'm saying, isn't this case? I don't believe he was trying to kill him. That's murder when you're trying to kill somebody.
Well, it all depends on how they labeled it in court with him bringing the knife. They could have made it seem like it was premeditated.
Okay,
we know he didn't,
because he didn't know this motherfucker. So how could he premeditate to kill somebody he don't know?
They twist.
You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, I just was.
They got to make up a reason as to why he came with that knife.
It's just protection.
This
is a stand your ground state. I understand.
It don't go.
I'm not talking about them.
It don't go the same with us.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about him or anyone just trying to protect themselves. I'm slim, like I'm protecting myself. But what I was going to go into is how it could turn into murder is when he said, touch me and see what happened. That's when that shit get a little different. So I'm fleshing it out in real time, because when he said that's what got him done up. I don't think if he said that he would be in this predicament. That's what got him done up, the threat. But anyway, I digress.
That's what make you murder.
I know, that's what I just said.
That's what nigga, I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
I know we don't do that often.
Bro, I know we don't. But so I kind of while I'm talking it through, it's like, damn, maybe I don't think it was. But anyway, even if murder, okay, cool, boom. Do I think he should have beat murder? No. All right. But what I do think is, for one, he should have been tried. Hold on, how old was he? 17. It gets sticky.
Well, they would have.
It gets sticky at that age. Because that
even
age,
though he was what was he, 16 when it happened?
I think he was 17 at the time. Hold on.
All they'll do is just wait.
So the incident on April 2nd, they say 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony stabbed 17-year-old Austin.
Oh yeah, so they did what they wanted to do. And we gotta wait till he's 18. Let him go ahead and sit it out.
I mean, he close enough, even if he was close enough. So it's like, damn, it's like everything.
Either which way, he was going to prison.
But this is what I say. This is what I will stand by. This man shouldn't have got no motherfucking 35 years, dog. Me, what I think he shouldn't have got no more than 5 to 7 years. That's what I think. Whether that's right or wrong,
it don't matter what you think.
But this is a podcast, so I'm just saying what I think.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying the courts got my man's like, you know what I mean? This is one of them ones, like, man, you know.
See, listeners and viewers, I said I just need a runway. See, my man can't help himself. Go ahead, though. Get your thought out, my brother.
You know, hey.
He can't help himself. You can't help yourself. It's all good. I love you, my boy. But I really was
Man, it's
wrapping it up
love
with
here
that.
too, baby.
I really was wrapping it up. I think that's my conclusion. I think he probably should have got anywhere from 5 to 7. I don't think he intended to kill bro. RP to him. He shouldn't have lost his life
But that's
over
what the
this shit.
appeal process is for. As much as
Yeah, so
motherfuckers got to
hopefully,
go against.
man.
First off, that judge got to be changed because him and that pops is friends, and that shit don't work.
That's
And
that's
then you also
conflict.
got the
That's
simple
conflict
fact
of
that
interest.
you gotta
Isn't that a law? That's
you got
conflict of interest.
you have a all white jury, so you supposed to be judged by a group of your peers, and
And
ain't
I
none of your
guarantee,
peers in there.
and I guarantee every single one of them was familiar with this case. And you're
Because
not
remember,
supposed to be
with
familiar with the
jurors,
case.
you get to pick out yours, and they get to pick out theirs. You know what I
Correct.
mean? I know good.
So did the lawyer? But
You know what
did
I
the
mean?
lawyer drop the ball
So
on
now
that?
we got to think about, what the fuck was the lawyer on?
That's what I just
I
said.
got to do my research on him. That's what I'm
Can you
saying.
hear
I
me?
got to do my research on him. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh. Because I'm.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
that
Yeah, I'm listening.
I got to do the research on the lawyer and shit because his whole
That's why I said,
situation
did the
is like,
lawyer?
yo, man,
Did the lawyer drop the ball?
we gotta figure out, or is he connected? And where's all these motherfucking big time lawyers and pastors and preachers and all of this other motherfucking shit that's supposed to be popping out for this young man? You know what I'm saying? That always, y'all, yeah, we know y'all like, oh damn, I almost said glory hole.
God damn, nigga. Where your mind at, my boy?
Glory hogs, man.
Send the link, nigga.
Hey, for real. God damn. Hey. Oh, but I did see that what's the first one you was talking about with the nigga?
Who? Did he?
Nah, the Lena shit.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah. I still ain't
And she
found
looked
that
like
Diddy
she was
shit though.
enjoying.
Oh
And
man.
she looked like she found the love of her
I
life.
don't see how they do that. You know what I mean? They just like, hey man, go ahead and fuck my wife, man.
That's what I told you. That's what I told you last pod. I'm like, bro, how the fuck did he even? And I'm sure he was on the set. He's sitting there watching, bro.
Yeah, I ain't with.
Anyway, that's crazy. We took a hard turn. Man, I hope he could get that appeal, bro. I hope he could get that appeal. And more power to him, man.
He can get it, man, and he can work on it, man. I got homies that they walk some murders down. They was in for some years, but
we even had Charleston White pissed off about this shit. And you know how he rock, but he also is for the kids.
He's always been, regardless of okay, you got the Charleston White that's for the camera, and then you got the Charleston White that's off camera. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's documented.
He'll tell you. He said, I'm a character. I'm a character online.
And I
you know what I'm saying? And I seen different
finish it, but I was listening to him and Vlad's interview. I still got to finish it though, but he was bringing up some good points as well as Vlad.
Listen, the one of the
I just ain't with all the antics, man.
One of the episodes while you was down, I said it, and I was reluctant to say it, that some of the shit that he says I do agree with. When he's not on that fucking,
I ain't reluctant to say it.
I am.
He be right on a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
I'm reluctant to say it because
see, the
he
thing
be on too much clown shit.
Here's how the universe work. It don't matter who the fuck saying what. Did you get the motherfucking message?
No. You know
what I mean?
You ever heard of right message, wrong message?
What?
He's showing that. Right message, wrong messenger.
It worked that way sometimes.
But that's
motherfuckers
the case.
Can talk.
But he said no.
We can talk to the Dolphins, but they won't let us.
listen, he says it though. He said when I was on a positive, blah 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 blah. Y'all ain't listen to me. When I start acting the ass, that's when I start making money. Da 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 da. So yeah, I'm gonna be this character because this is what's making me money.
But that's
So
it. This is
I
remember,
can't blame
this
him
is
for that.
entertainment. You
Yeah,
create your character. What do you think a rapper is? He's a character
entertainer.
that's created. Now, some of them want to. This is where the lines, get crossed because some motherfuckers want to be the same motherfuckers that they was in the streets and not really understand that this is the entertainment industry. The shit that you think going on ain't really going on, and these niggas is really not who the fuck they portraying to be. And let
But
them do
those
that because
individuals,
this is just it's just like the Hollywood industry. You know what I mean? This shit is entertainment. They go and
but
find these actors to
but
play these certain roles.
but the only difference is in Hollywood, that's entertainment. That's not real life. In rap, we grew up thinking. I use we loosely because that's when you say I didn't think that, but a lot of people thought that a lot of these rappers were really living their rap. So what generation that birthed? Niggas that's really talking about what the fuck they did. Oh, and we gonna get into that too because it's another topic. Yeah, we're gonna get into that too because it's another topic about rapping about what you actually live in. But on this note, salute Carmelo Anthony, RP. What's my
What?
man name? Austin Metcalf. And let's move on to the next topic, man.
Nigga, did you say salute?
I said
Free
salute.
free that man. Not
Free
this
that
man.
man.
You know what I mean?
No,
Free that man.
free. Of course, free Carmelo Anthony. Of course.
No, I'm just saying that from my perspective,
Oh,
not yours.
you just shot down my. What you mean salute him? I'm saluting the nigga. I want him
No, that's what
free.
I'm saying. You said your shit, and I'm like, oh, okay. He was saying his shit, so I was like, free that man. I got what you
Yeah.
was doing, and I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to do
Nah,
mine
for
too.
sure, free him, man. And that takes us into our next. This episode, I
That
already
nigga
got the
looked like
name
one of
for
the
it.
little. He looked like
This,
one of the little ball kids.
right. But this people's court this episode because it's a lot of court cases in this episode.
Man, you should have. We got to get some of them sounds from
Doom
court,
doom
especially that Judge Joe Mathis. You look
doom
like
doom
you smoke a little crack. I can see it in you.
doom doom.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
All
for
right,
real.
man. Let's get serious, man. Let's get serious, man. We got another situation. This time it's in South Carolina. You familiar with this case, my man?
Slightly.
All right,
I didn't go deep into this one.
let me give a rundown of the Rick Chow case for the listeners. So, convenience store owner Rick Chow shot and killed a 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton outside his Shell gas station on Park Lane Road in Columbia, South Carolina. Chow and his son pursued the teen after accusing him of stealing 4 bottles of water. Chow shot Cyrus once in the back after his son claimed that the teen had a gun. Some of the key details is, or the key detail is, the surveillance video. Authorities said the allegations of theft was not supported by the surveillance video. That is important. That is important, meaning the team likely didn't even steal anything. On November 2025, a judge denied Chow immunity under the South Carolina Stand Your Ground law and also denied bond, ruling the 60-year-old was a danger to the community and a flight risk. All right. Prosecutors argue Chow acted in anger because he wrongly thought the team had stolen water. The defense countered that Chow fired only to defend his son after the team pointed a gun at him. Notably, Chow did not take the stand. The verdict. After 8 hours of deliberation, the jury unanimous, unanimous, unanimously. I
Unanimously.
don't know why I'm getting tongue tied on that. Found Chow not guilty of murder. Chow, who had served 3 years in prison awaiting trial, was released immediately after processing. We know the fallout. The case was steeped in racial tension. Cyrus was a young black teen, and the Chows are first generation Asian immigrants. Cyrus' father said the verdict made them feel like their made them feel
The
like their child's
justice
life
system
didn't
process for
matter. The family's attorney announced that they will pursue a civil wrongful death lawsuit. What do we think about this case?
Oh, will we survive the let out? Will we survive the let out? My nigga. I mean, y'all get the message out there. You know, that's crazy. Like water over water. What happened to calling the
Invisible water,
police?
because he didn't steal no water. Invisible water. They said the surveillance did not prove that this man stole some freaking water.
Lost his life over nothing, man. Because again, divided we fall. They can pick us off one by one, and we don't stand together collectively. Not on that old singy song bullshit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this shit, and I don't mean motherfuckers need to go grab arms and none of that shit. Nah, I mean coming together,
Mm-hmm.
coming together and building our own shit. This system set up. It's already been started, and blueprints that's already been laid out in different communities all over the United States where we had all black towns.
Mm-hmm.
My family comes from an all black town, Redbird, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all research and history on it? You know, also
And I'm
my
sure that a
city,
lot of those
Tulsa.
people came out of Tulsa. I'm sure
You
a lot of
know,
those people in Redbird came out of Tulsa after they did what they did over there.
nah, this was before that particular period,
I
and
know.
it
I'm
it, it
saying
was
after Tulsa,
and
they had to scatter those that survived that bullshit. They had to go somewhere.
now they stayed and rebuild. That's what the
Okay.
story don't tell you. That's what the strength is of the
I go
spirit
through
of
there and I
Tulsa.
don't I don't see that same. That
No,
shit look
because that
different.
you know why it's different? Because you can go through there in what? You go through there in what? In your truck, right?
I'm at the yeah,
Yeah. So
and stop
you're going
places too.
no, it don't matter about the stopping. I'm saying you go through there. How do you
Uh-huh.
go through there? You go through there in your truck. How does your truck go through there? On the highway. You understand what
Hmm.
that whole play was? That's what all that's about. What you ride over through that highway part, that was part of that community
I
and
mean,
land.
I understand the whole highway thing, and that's every
So you
major
only
city.
have it's only a small part that's left of that.
Hmm.
you only get the remnants. And just like now, is one of the ladies, I think, believe she's like 110. You know, they just again denied for the reparations of there, because we got several of the survivors from that still alive around in the community. You
Mhm.
know, and they still putting up their fights. But
But
I don't
would you
want to
call
get too
them
far off.
stupid for thinking that they will get it? Because that's basically what you're saying with other situations. You're expecting them to do something that they're never going to do.
Yeah, I mean, but everybody has their own spirit in fighting. So, but for me to see
But
it,
how you look at that situation, I would implore you to look at the rest of the Black American society. That's how we look. Like we have our own fight. Like, yeah, it's fucked up, and yeah, be naive to think that we'll be able to get these motherfuckers to, do what's right. But we know y'all niggas need to fucking do the right thing.
all around the board is a yeah. So
Talk your
you talking
mind,
about the same
nigga.
you
Let's
talking
go
about the same
viral, nigga.
you talking about the same motherfuckers who came over here and took everything and enslaved the individuals that was here, and also, you know, dealing with the Trail of Tears, the fight over at the alimony and all of that shit from taking over. We talking about these same individuals, the ones who violated every goddamn treaty.
Yeah, but we
We
talking
talking
about
about
the
these
same
same
individuals
individuals.
that's bombed Tulsa. We talking about these same individuals. So for the people that survive that and they are looking for reparations, if you could understand that, you should be able to understand any other black fight in America, because it's the same
Oh,
fucking
I
fight.
understand it. I didn't say I didn't understand it. I said it's a stupid one.
Touche,
Because
touche,
you basically are a hey man. Hey man, helping you,
touche.
your people burnt us up and did this, that, there, and the other, man. Hey, can we get some money for this? Yeah, nah, because then just like let's go to the fact that
Let's not veer off too far from Rick
now we
Chow,
ain't
though. Let
gonna
me just put that in there.
we gonna talk about the simple fact when we went over a few weeks back when we
Hmm.
talked about the US, Israel, and Argentina being the three that said, "Hey man, shit, we voting against this shit,
But boom,
this
put a
slavery
pin
shit."
right there, right there. Hold
Yeah,
on, right there. So that should show you, if those were the only three,
who you dealing
motherfuckers
with?
are really okay, but motherfuckers are realizing how bad that slave trade was. They understand that shit
Well,
was really,
everybody else
really
understands
fucked
it
up.
and what went
No,
on,
they understand it too. They just
except
not gonna
except the
bow down
ones who
to
were
it.
participating.
They understand it too. They understand it. They're just not going. It's the same reason they want
It's
to
not
take
about
the
bowing out. It's
slavery.
like,
Hold on.
go ahead.
That's the same reason they want to take the slavery and all that past history out of the history books, starting down in Florida. They're trying to erase the past. They know what the fuck they did. They're
No,
just
they
not
already
going to
did
face
that.
that shit.
They already did that. We don't even
That's
know
what
what
I'm
the fuck
saying.
we are.
Starting down in Florida.
No, not even that. This shit is they be past all that shit. You got a whole nation of niggas who don't know who the fuck they are. They've done their
All right.
job.
All right. We know that. We know that. We know that. But
You
let's
know
get
what I
back to this.
mean?
Let's get back to this. Particularly this situation. If that's all you got, that's all you got on this. And I'll just say my piece.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. This is what I wanted to get into with this. I think they charged him wrong. It was murder. It indeed was. But they had a tough time proving murder. So what he should have at the very least got, what? The man 60? The man 60 years old?
Yeah.
Give his ass fucking
So
manslaughter.
did they prove about the goddamn gun?
What
The
was it to
alleged
prove
gun.
about the gun? Oh, that
Well, part of their
explained-
story is
Yeah. I didn't see any proof
the
of that.
son would have had to go to court and testify and say, I seen him with a gun. And then he
I'm
would have to
surprised
say,
they
I
didn't
seen him
charge
with
the
a gun.
son. I'm surprised they didn't charge the son as an accomplice.
He didn't pull no trigger or anything.
But he was an accomplice. He the one that said, "Hey, Dad." He the one got his dad on board to go chase. We can't forget the fact that they chased this boy.
Mm-hmm.
The son led that chase. You dig
Chased
what
him
I'm
and gunned him
saying?
down. So
This shit
where the
is
killers at?
despicable.
Where all the niggas with the shiesties and the motherfucking Dracos? When
Listen,
y'all gonna
Drake,
pull up?
goddamn,
When y'all gonna come
Jay-Z
kill for
told
nothing?
you years ago, Zimmerman still walking around this bitch. The streets is done. Why is he still walking around freely? Like y'all point the gun at y'all brother or so-called brother, whatever.
Ready to
But y'all let
ride
all these mother
slide at a team
I don't know.
takeover.
I don't know. I ain't
Where
trying to incite no
innocent
riot.
little-
I'm just saying this shit just.
Nah, it ain't about inciting no riot. It's just let's ask the question: where all the tough motherfuckers at when all this shit happened? The motherfuckers that want to
where
just,
they at when the cops
you
killing
know,
us?
not trying to,
Where they at when any
they
shit
disappear, they
happen to
run.
us?
You remember when you see cherries and berries, you run. They don't stand there and let off.
Anyway, man.
They see an old man, they'll take off on an old man.
I just feel like they wrongfully charged this man. That was their biggest mistake because it's extremely hard to convict. Well, not in a Carmelo situation,
Okay,
but
switch it up.
it is
Switch
very
it up.
hard.
This black kid and his dad run this Asian man, well, Chinese or whatever.
They roofing them.
It's over.
They're
with.
roofing them under the jail. Hopefully he don't get the needle. It's a done data. We know what's happening.
Dude shoots his son.
We know what's happening, bro.
And I was in one of them shit could have happened to me. I was in one of the motherfucking situations when I was young.
But
Motherfucker said I was stealing some goddamn chips. And that turned into a mini fight at the store with me, the homies, and the motherfuckers that ran that store.
Fun fact, or not so fun fact. I still to this day feel like motherfuckers, when I'm in a store, I feel like motherfuckers watching me on surveillance or let's
they
keep
always
a watch on
will.
this nigga. Let's keep a watch on this nigga. Make sure he don't steal nothing. I always feel like that every time.
They always will because the narrative is always out there.
Mm-hmm. But hold on, let me. So let's get past this. Yeah, his verdict was he was not guilty. Okay, cool, boom. So the black community did not like that naturally. So they called for a boycott of Asian stores. Now
that shit ain't gonna work.
Hold on, dog. Slow up. Because it's already working, actually. They're actually boycotting the nigga. You better look at Target and how they did Target. Had Target looking down bad out this motherfucker. They're actually boycotting Asian stores. But this is how you know they're boycotting Asian stores, because we've been getting a lot of motherfuckers talking shit about these boycotts. Let's take a listen.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout, the dry cleaners, the laundromats. Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well. Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear, the Nikes you wear, the shower caps, the Hondas, the Hyundais, all your car electricians, the electronics in your house, the Sony, the TV system, your sound system, the microphones that you guys use to rap and speak about awareness for the black culture and the hip hop culture. Where do you think that's made in? That's made all in Asia. And here's another thing for you guys. You guys want us to leave the neighborhood so bad? Oh, Asian people are not neighborhoods. We're in white neighborhoods. We have our own Chinatown. We have our own Koreatown. You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, Start your own businesses and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes. Okay, please boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
So that's what this man say.
He don't control shit, but he also, that's the biggest factor and biggest point on all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't produce shit.
But it ain't just niggas.
Nigga, we ain't producing nothing.
Nigga, 90% of the shit in your house say made in China. 90%, it's a fact. It's a fact.
We don't produce shit.
Yes, I'm saying niggas ain't the only ones. America don't produce shit.
America
what I'm
do,
saying?
they outsource. Don't get it twisted.
They outsource. So if they outsource, who they outsourcing to?
Different countries. We
But
got
listen,
a bunch of
but
different
that's not even a
resources and
point.
different shit.
I'm not even getting caught up on that, because what this man failed to realize, he's talking shit about, see how fast he got past the liquor stores, the hair stores, and the Chinese restaurant. He went straight to the products that we get made over in China. Nigga, our battle ain't with the niggas in China. Our battle are with y'all niggas that's here. So I don't even know why you bringing them into the equation, because yes, they're going to get it.
So because a motherfucker, because this is the dumb shit people do. The dumb shit that people do. Yeah, hold up, because the dumb shit that people do is say, "Oh, we gonna boycott the Asian." Asia is a big ass continent that got different countries in that motherfucker. You know, so that don't even count for shit. You not hurting what they got going on. You know what I mean?
But that's my
and
point.
Then
We're not
you're
trying
not
to hurt
even once
what
again
they got going on.
You're not even targeting. You talking about we're gonna boycott Asian communities. This was one particular place, you know, and whatever other little spot. You just ain't gotta fuck with shit. It ain't even. I'm sick of the boycott shit. You ain't gotta fuck with motherfuckers. Again, he wasn't wrong. Nigga, if we circulate our own shit, the same shit that I was saying, same shit I'm gonna get to later as well. Nigga, if we circulate our own shit, we ain't gotta worry about motherfuckers talking about doing.
What you don't understand, how that is a oxymoron, because we're saying boycott them, keep our money away from that community, which means hopefully we'll put more money in our community. So how can we not boycott them and do what you want to do about circulating the dollar in the black community? We would have to boycott the other communities to do that.
It ain't boycotting. Do they call it boycotting, or do they call it setting up their shit?
So you caught up in the word? That's your problem? You caught up in the word? Boycott? Because that shit, I don't care what
That's
you
why
say.
I told you that in the beginning.
What you told me in the beginning?
I don't like that boycott shit. I don't even want to hear that old shit.
I know. But what I'm telling you, you caught up in the word, but boycotting happens. I mean, works. And not only does boycotting works, it's needed to do what you say we need to do.
Fuck boycotting.
Is to keep them.
All we gotta do is focus on us.
That's focusing on us. That's a part of the process. That's when we boycotted the fucking buses for a year. They felt that shit. They had to say, okay, we can't make the motherfuckers sit in the back no more.
The buses.
Because
right on the same bus
instead
of creating our own buses and our own fucking bus lines.
Let me get my shit off.
Go get your little rocks off, man.
Yeah, let me get my rocks off. Because that wasn't even what I was caught up on, the boycotting aspect of it all. What I'm saying is he think our problem is with the Asian race, but it's not. We're talking about y'all Asians right here. Y'all call for us to be in arm in arm with y'all when y'all going through some bullshit. But when we going through some bullshit, y'all say nothing. Y'all was quiet as a mouse throughout this whole entire trial. Even when the verdict came out, y'all was quiet as a mouse. So don't now, when we say something about that verdict and we have a problem with that verdict. Now y'all want to come out and have a problem with us because we saying, you know what? Fuck shopping at y'all shit. And this is how I know it touched the nerve. Because as soon hold on, dog. Let me get my runway, bro. God damn.
What?
This is how you know that it touched the nerve, because why would you even say anything if it didn't touch a nerve? If you didn't need us, like you're saying in this video, oh, we don't need y'all anyway, so why even say anything? You don't have to say shit. It don't even matter that we don't shop at y'all motherfucking establishments. Oh, we have Chinatown. Okay, do y'all thing. We're saying we're not participating in this shit. So why is that a fucking problem? That's what I'm asking. Why is that a fucking problem? And then when you try to bring the whole Asian race into the shit, no. This is not a battle for the continent of Asia. We don't have no problem with China. We don't have no problem with Japan. We don't have no problem with none of them motherfuckers. We have a problem with y'all motherfuckers.
That's why you can't say Asia. Because you say Asia, you talking about Japan, Korea, South Korea, North Korea. It's a whole bunch of different Middle Eastern companies.
Let me land, bro. Write it down. Write it down. Let me land, bro. I'm saying we don't have a problem with across the water. We have a problem with the motherfuckers that came here off of shit we fought for here. That's how y'all was allowed to come over here. And the ones that motherfucking make all this money in our communities, we have a problem with y'all. We will buy our products from over the seas and open up our own shit. You think them motherfuckers over there gonna be like, oh no, we're standing in solidarity with our Asian Americans? They're not. My man, Deontay Kyle from the Grits and Eggs podcast, shout out. I like what he said. He said if you went on Alibaba and wanted them to print you 500 shirts, I'm paraphrasing now, 500 shirts that said fuck Asians, they're going to print it. They don't give a fuck about none of this racial shit. It's about green. It's about money. They are not going to come bail y'all out when y'all stop making money, because black folks ain't coming in y'all fucking your nail shops, your Chinese restaurants, your hair supply boutiques. They don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on, because you know why? Somebody else is going to buy that product from them to distribute it. In bulk, they're going to buy it. You dig what I'm saying? So our fight is not with them. Our fight is with y'all. So if y'all are going to, and that's a bold-faced lie, they're not going to suffer from the, because boom, because it comes to one of your topics that we're later going to get into with the black dollar. That shit fucking matters. So when that shit is subtracted from their situation, they're going to feel it. And I'm sure that man getting all kind of flack from his people. Like, why are you coming at these people? But I got another video. You got anything else on this? Go ahead, respond. Rebuttal.
Motherfuckers is in the uproar about a motherfucker who don't even run shit, saying some shit. That's the first thing. Buddy don't run a goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. Except his dick suckers. That's it. Facts. He don't run shit. So we be using unnecessary energy on motherfuckers who don't even matter. He don't matter. The other motherfuckers that made them little videos, they don't matter. They just they like everybody else spewing out little opinions.
Let's get into another opinion.
Now,
go ahead, my bad.
It don't matter if niggas stop spending with these motherfuckers over here. Here's the biggest thing. They can say, fuck it. Hey, we gonna go back to China. They got a home they can go back to. What niggas gonna do?
Stay here and be fine. Like, what you mean? We're not gonna.
You know,
We're gonna
that
miss they
it's
fucking Chinese wings and fried rice, but we don't give a fuck. And niggas gonna find a way to recreate that. What are
because
we
they
going?
don't they
No, hold on.
they
Hold
don't
on.
even
Let's
eat the
stay on
shit
that
that
point.
niggas is in love with.
Let's stay on that point. What's gonna happen to the black community if the Asians just all picked up and left?
It's gonna be like it always been. What do you?
Who
I'm
cares?
talking about. Listen, I'm talking about them picking
They
up
have
and
a
leaving,
home to
and
go
then they
to.
be gone. Yeah, they can say fuck it. And they
It's
got
a
a
lot of African.
whole country over there that they can. We just talking about we ain't talking about Africans. That's
Nigeria,
different.
I'm saying
Africans,
Nigeria got
Nigerians,
open
and all that shit.
arms to let us back in. We have somewhere to go.
Nah, we it ain't about where we gotta go, nigga. We here. This our shit.
So what's
we ain't
the
gotta
point?
go nowhere.
So what was your point saying? Oh, they have a home to go to, but we don't.
Yeah, that you thinking that's just gonna end up collapsing? That's gonna be the end of everything, and they just gonna start committing suicide and all that shit because motherfuckers ain't spending their black dollars and shit with them. No,
I didn't say they're going
they
to.
always
I'm saying
came and set up their own
just
little
saying
communities. That's just like he said. They got their Chinatowns and shit. They know how to set their shit up, or they know how to take the fuck off.
Hold on, because they got their Chinatowns. But are all their businesses in Chinatown?
No, some other motherfuckers.
A lot of them motherfuckers are in our community, and we are
not a
the
lot.
bulk of their. All right, bro.
It's only a few in every different community, just like the little Hindu stores and all of that shit. Everything that you got in there. But remember, this shit's all
telling you where I am. They're heavily in it. Where I am, yeah, the Indians, they're heavily in it. Where I am, it's a lot of outside communities getting money off of us. Every time I go into the store, I'm accompanied by black people. I don't see no white people in there. I don't see no Asians in there unless they're working there. I don't see no Indians in there unless they're working there. We are a bulk of their money. We can't get into what the topic we're going to get into later, and then still act like we're not the bulk of their money, because we are. When our dollar leaves, aka boycott, they suffer. Point blank, period. That's why it's like your theories be running in circles, because you'll be on this side and then you'll be like, fuck that. But it's coming straight to what you said. But hold on, I don't want to get caught up on this. Let's watch one more clip before we get up off this topic.
This is going to be an unpopular fucking opinion, and I'm going to call you out since you motherfuckers don't seem to fucking understand. Every single one of you over there boycotting Asian business and spreading more Asian hate, you fucking black fucking people with your black fatigue, okay? And what your people call niggerism. Yeah, not my words. Those are your people words. You people that is living in that black culture mentality, the poor victim mentality, thinking that people still owe you fucking reparations. Yeah, you motherfuckers. I'm the one talking to you motherfuckers. Every single one of you failing in life. And then you want to blame everybody else. You see this whole Cyrus case and Mr. Chow? None of this would have happened if you motherfuckers raise your fucking kids right. That fucking little boy witnessed some of his business trying to steal fucking water, okay? Now, I might not agree with Mr. Chow chasing the fucking boy and shooting him fucking in Timbuktu, okay, wherever the fuck he was. But here's the crazy part. If you had disciplined your fucking boy right, he wouldn't be in someone's store trying to steal fucking a 50-cent bottle of fucking water in the first place, okay? Not only that, you go and attack the fucking attorney defending his clients. And then here's the truth of the matter. Your people, there are 7 black jurors who found your kid responsible, making Mr. Chow, okay, not guilty because they understand your fucking culture, your mentality. You failed your kid. Your society failed your kid. Your mentality failed your kid. That niggerism fucking attitude failed your fucking kid. Now, if you can't reflect on that, and if you can't understand and take accountability for your fucking failure, this will continue. More black kids are gonna die. Your community is still gonna struggle, and your people will fucking continue to be in poverty. No one's gonna give you a fucking handout. Stop asking for a fucking handout. Stop thinking you're gonna fucking make bank off your fucking kid's death, okay? What you need to fucking do is self-reflect on your people, your culture, your fucking community, and stop blaming everybody else. Let me tell you, boycotting the fucking Asian community, they're probably thanking God that your fucking black ass don't fucking go into their fucking store anymore to cause a fucking muck. This
That's what she had to say about the whole situation.
Who gives a fuck? Who is she in the pyramid? Where does she sit? In the pyramid scheme, where does she sit? You don't even know.
Oh, that was for me?
Yeah.
Oh, she sit at the very bottom. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen. This is what I mean by if we didn't matter, they wouldn't be this pissed off. Ask yourself, why is she so pissed off about us boycotting Asian establishments? If we didn't matter, if they were just grateful for our black asses not coming in
Is she
their
a store
shit.
owner?
I don't know, but it don't matter.
Was he a store owner? Yeah, it do matter. You
How
talking about
does it
some
matter?
motherfuckers on the sidelines commentating that you just put a mic in front of their motherfucking face.
But you're missing a point. Why would they be so mad over this? Why would they be so mad over it? If they don't own something, or maybe a family member owns something, or maybe a friend owns something, why would they be so pissed off over boy? They weren't this pissed off over the verdict. They weren't this pissed off over this black kid getting murdered. Why would they be so pissed off? Just tell me that. Why are they pissed off?
Who are you referring to as they? Because the motherfuckers that you brought up don't. They don't represent. They don't represent the Asians.
Who they represent, dog?
They represent their opinion in the situation.
All right, bro. I'm saying, why are they, those individuals, why would they be so mad? That is my question.
Those two individuals, I don't know.
What would be the purpose of them being so mad?
You know, there's a thing called racism that's deeply embedded in this society on all aspects and in all different nationalities. You know, they may have adopted that racist mentality as well. You can see that they're speaking from the heart about that. In the depths of their feeling, they have been waiting for a moment to say how they feel.
You see how you keep saying they? That's what I meant by they. That's what I meant. When you said who are they is who you're referring to right there. They. But anyway, I just felt like I had to play those videos. I'm not saying they do mean shit.
They ain't even shit on the shoe. You know what I mean?
It wasn't even for you to validate who they are. Like, I know they ain't shit. My only point was,
but you tied in the whole Asian community, and that's the same thing they do with us.
I'm not though.
No, because you say the Asian community. It's the same thing.
On the last video told you how the Asian community is separated from them. This ain't a battle with the Asian community. I just said that.
Them motherfuckers don't mean nothing.
I'm saying this is a fight with this particular motherfuckers that come into our neighborhood.
That ain't even a fight. Niggas ain't even now.
How that ain't a fight, bro? How this what?
How was it in the fight?
Hold on. Let me hold on. This is what's mind-boggling to me. How you could say we need to keep the dollar in the black community, and when I say we need to boycott and we need to stop spending money with these other establishments, you saying that ain't the way? It don't make sense, bro. I'm
when
trying
did I
to
say that
calculate
ain't the
it.
way?
You said you don't like boycotting. That's a part of the process.
That ain't part of the fucking process.
What's the process if it ain't with boycotting? What's the process? Break it down.
You ain't gotta fuck with somebody. Period. It ain't gotta
That's
be on boy.
boycotting.
It's we focus on
Okay.
us right now.
Let me ask you
Period.
this.
We
You
focus
think
on first and foremost our manufacturing and our production and our fucking farming. That's
How
what
we
we
get to that,
focusing
though?
on now.
How we get to that?
Through
though?
those particular avenues. This is a time, not time sensitive, but this is something that's gonna take shit. Nigga,
generations.
we been hound so
It's
fucking long.
generations.
It ain't something that a motherfucker that can just come in and then all of a sudden 2 years,
Yeah,
you got
it's
this big change.
generations.
So it's something that
You got to
has
think how many
slowly be worked
generations
in.
they had. How many generations they had to establish they shit. We way
They
behind,
celebrating
bro.
250 years coming up. So
We way behind. No, it was longer than that. That's just when they established the what they call it,
so
the
other than that,
Declaration of Independence.
yeah.
So we going further than that.
That's what you celebrating.
You dig what I'm saying?
Now,
So we
going back
than
further,
that.
you only got so much further from the 1776 point to the alleged 1492 landing of Christoph Columbus.
What? So we got over 200 more years before that, because slavery went well into what, the 1800s? Slavery?
Slavery's still going on now.
I'm talking about that form of slavery, bro. Let's not
so what you're talking about is,
I'm just saying how
chattel
long
slavery,
they've been doing this
meaning
bullshit.
So it all depends on where you're going, because it wasn't all just slavery shit going on. Only in certain areas.
I'm going to the beginning of slavery. That's all I'm speaking on. The beginning of slavery.
You got to go back years and years into past biblical times if you want to get to the beginning of slavery.
In this land, slavery
in this country.
Not even
again,
country.
That's when
because this wasn't their country when that shit started.
In this country, when they invaded, again,
this country is only 250 years old. So we're going before this country. I'm talking this continent. When slavery started in this continent. You dig me?
This continent, which is connected to South America as well.
Uh-huh.
It's brother, sister. It's it's really all one, but that's a different subject.
And
this continent is, you have to go back into the invasion with the French before the English, the Spaniards, when they made their way here.
That, like
so
1500s, 1600s, 1500s probably.
No, because they were here before the English got here and decided to,
Well, I'm only talking about the English. I ain't talking about any.
So yeah,
we're talking about
their shit. Remember their story. Listen,
Columbus.
Remember their story and their story, which they try to bring into our story, is all based from 1619. Is when they started to say the transatlantic slave trade was going on.
That's what we're getting to. That's what I was trying to get to. When did that start? That's all I was trying to get to.
But you have to also know who was connected with what and how it ended up from, damn, Spain had this and France had this, How the fuck
But
did
that's
we
when we
get?
get into the
You know what I
independent stuff
mean?
because that's what the
So
250. But we getting way off track, man. First of all, I can't say that. I really want to just violate this nigga, but hey, man.
oh,
Hey, man,
he
say, man.
violated. Fuck him. It ain't no, nah. It ain't no. You know, it's always fuck them. Period. Not them as a
Yeah,
people, but that particular person and individual.
yeah, man.
I'm not I'm
It's
not attacking the whole particular. See, you got to be a marksman and a sharpshooter or a goddamn sniper with this shit.
I
We
think
just
you
pet
caught
we
up on the road Asians, but they're just saying their particular businesses. They're not saying the whole That's why I brought in continent. I said we're not having a battle with the continent.
even then it's Asian stores
You think it should just be his store?
we
Because
and
that's going on
any
too.
other motherfucker that's like him.
Okay,
It's other motherfuckers that ain't on what they own. You know what I mean?
I would
They ain't
I would
this has
urge them
been
to let themselves
represented to
be
the
seen.
masses as this is they speak for all of the fucking Asian community, and they don't.
We're not
Most of the
saying that,
Asians
bro.
go
We're
ahead.
saying the actual opposite of that. Nigga, you don't speak for all them. So what are you talking about? It's still gonna be business going on with China. It's still gonna be businesses going on with all of them motherfuckers. We're saying exactly that. Who do you think you're speaking for? We have a problem with y'all that's coming into our community. I said the same thing, bro. That's coming into our community, taking advantage of our black dollar, not respecting us, giving us your ass to kiss when you come into a fucking restaurant and you what you want. They have an attitude. They don't give a fuck about us, but they do give a fuck about our dollar. But we just turn around and keep going in that motherfucker. So now when we take a stand and say fuck going in that motherfucker, that's a problem. Why is that a problem? But we're gonna go in circles. I understand your stance, and I'm sure you at least heard my stance. You feel me?
Yeah.
But where we going next, bro?
Let's look at the list over here, man.
Are we gonna keep it in courts?
Yeah, let's tap on this quick court session that somebody my man's then got pushed back.
Yes, sir.
Brrr.
Trial has been pushed
Damn.
back to let's see when and there's a few things with this too. So
that lawyer got off that shit, didn't he?
Nope. And we're gonna
He
get
didn't?
into that. So
All right.
Pooh Shiesty, his trial was pushed back. I ain't gonna go through the whole timeline because we know what happened with him, but his trial has been delayed to July 6th. Pushed from July 6th of this year to February 22nd of 2027. His lawyer requested an extension due to the complexity of the case, and also it allows him to keep his lead attorney. It allows Pooh Shiesty to keep his lead attorney who had a scheduling conflict with another rapper's trial. Do you know who that other rapper is?
No, sir.
It is All-Star JR or All-Star Junior. Do you know who that is?
Hell no.
Okay, let's get into his
No
case.
disrespect, youngin.
Nah, he out of Detroit. Real name Jeremy Christopher Ford. Damn, he a Ford in Detroit. Damn. Is he related to the Ford family? This a nigga. That's crazy. Is this nigga a fucking Ford? You know the Ford you drive? That's crazy. But anyway, he a Detroit rapper. He's now 36 years old and was already a convicted felon before the incident on April 8th, 2026. The shooting took place in Confessions, a restaurant near Kirby Drive in Houston's Upper Kirby area. According to reporting, a gun fell during a melee stemming from a alleged alleged robbery attempt. And when All-Star Jr. picked it up, he fired it multiple times, resulting in injuries. What allegedly happened after is one person fell after being shot while others fled to a nearby elevator. The person on the ground was then allegedly approached by All-Star JR, who fired more shots and pistol whipped them as they laid on the floor before leaving. The victim is NBA Ben 10. NBA Ben 10 is a part of Never Broke Again, which is
Yeah, I
Young
know about
Boy
him.
Never Broke Again. The victim was rapper Ben Anthony Fields, known as NBA Ben 10, who was left permanently paralyzed. NBA Ben 10 was also reportedly shot again weeks later, making the situation even more volatile. The charges, federal and state. All-Star Jr. faces a federal charge of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, which carries a maximum sentence of 15 years. He was also hit with a state charge of aggravated assault, causing traumatic brain and spine injuries in Harris County. This is another situation, and we just talked about this a minute ago. The music video problem. Prosecutors accuse All-Star JR of taunting those involved in several social media videos, including a music video for his song Mob United, in which he name drops Confessions and the restaurant where the shooting happened. That video could reportedly be used as evidence in the trial. Bond denied. The federal judge ruled he should not be released, determining that no release conditions would adequately ensure public safety or his appearance in court. So the lawyer that was representing Pooh Shiesty ended up in a situation where he had two rappers about to appear in court at the same time. Now, a little backstory before this incident. This involves the Prince family in Houston, Texas. The son, Junior, is now with the baby mama of All-Star Jr. or All-Star JR. I really don't know which he goes by. So they already had something going on. Junior, Prince Jr., he is the sitting stepfather of All-Star JR's kid. And that's been going on back and forth. He's trying to discipline my kid, blah, 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 blah. So they already had some shit going on. So randomly, All-Star JR was targeted in a robbery attempt that ended up in these circumstances. Do with that as you may. But that's the backdrop of All-Star JR. I'm surprised you didn't hear this story. This was a couple months ago. And that's pretty soon for his trial, right? That shit is next month.
They may be trying to do a speedy trial.
Trial, yeah. So with all the information, man, with that whole situation, even going back to Pooh Shiesty, what's your thoughts on this situation, my brother?
I don't know how.
I know it was a lot.
These niggas, like everybody trying to fuck the same goddamn one or two girls.
I don't get that, bro. And that takes me back to Drake with this bullshit. I don't get it, bro. What's the
it's so much pussy is so plentiful. Now
it's all over us. They outnumber us.
It's damn near 8-1 or some shit, maybe 9-1.
I heard
all these niggas keep.
But yeah.
You had to think about this. So this is this is how the pussy population go. So say it's 100% niggas out here. Now you got what, like 15 to 15% maybe, choosing a different lifestyle. They may be down with the LGBT, whatever the fuck. So, that's 15% gone.
Facts. Damn,
Now,
15. That's a. Let me shut up.
nigga, think about
I
it.
ain't trying to
We
go
can look
too
it up.
crazy.
It may be.
No.
Look, it may be.
Keep going.
It may be some shit we don't want to hear.
Hey, I ain't got no problem with the community, my nigga. Hey, keep going, bro.
And so now, think about this. Now you dealing with the next percentage of individuals incarcerated.
Facts.
So now, shit, what you want to say about 30% of, as far as us go?
Mm-hmm.
Now what they down to? You know what I mean? That's 45% right there. That's just off, 2 little wops.
Down 30% behind bars. I don't know about that one.
We got a big percentage behind
Maybe
bars.
25%. Maybe 20-25%. That's even a lot. Think about all black males. You think 30% of us are behind bars? You know what? We ain't even got to guesstimate it.
Yeah,
we got the internet for that.
We right
what
on these.
is the percentage
I hope it's lower
of black males behind bars? Hopefully Google.
But I just said that to say, nigga, so that would be like 55% versus 100%. And take 100% off because some
38%. Hold on. Oh, 13%. 13%. Hold on. Wait. Black Americans presented approximately 13% in the U.S. population, but account for roughly 38%. That don't say nothing. 30% of the incarceration population. That's not saying
worldwide,
how many of us. No, they're saying in the incarcerated population, 38% of that is black people. That's not saying how many of us. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not saying that the black population, there's 38% of us in. No, they're saying the prison population is 38% of us in there, which I don't even believe. You believe that? It's more than 38% of the prison population that's black. Wouldn't we be more like 58% or 60% of that motherfucker?
It may be lower. Remember, they inflate numbers. They control the numbers too. So,
but anyway,
like
we're getting off course. Yeah, we're getting off course. But yeah, it's a lot of women out here. That was the point we was getting at. It's a lot of women out here, and you don't have to go after the same fucking women. So,
bro. And some out here
I
want
found
the same
that
thing you want.
I found
One
that
night and take flight.
I found that very interesting because when I researched this Pooh Shiesty situation and why his trial was pushed back, and when it said that a conflict of scheduling, I'm like, of another rapper. So who was that rapper? And then for it to be that rapper, I'm like, oh shit, I remember this shit happened a couple months ago.
That shit took you down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. And I had to bring that rabbit hole to the podcast, bro, because I was like, what the fuck?
That's why I was looking. I was like, this nigga didn't went deep. I'm listening to you. You ain't see me. I'm sitting here like, damn, all that shit happened.
Yeah,
where the fuck
man.
was I at? I'm over here like, damn, I missed.
Nah, nigga, I was prepared for this episode, nigga. I was prepared, bro.
Because I remember hearing about the Ben 10, but I ain't know. I didn't go any deeper. I was just like, well, another nigga done got robbed. Well, whatever. You know what I mean?
But to find out that nigga was paralyzed off that, and then that the nigga got shot again. What are you doing in a fucking wheelchair where you get shot again, bro? Where are you at?
Hey, you just rolling around and shit. Oh,
got jokes,
niggas,
man.
nigga,
What we
hey,
going
nigga spot you easily. Hey, that nigga go right there, homie.
What
Right
we
there in the
going?
wheelchair,
We're
right
gonna keep
there,
it in
nigga.
the we're gonna keep it in the courts.
Yeah, man, we don't get we got to do just like the courts. Shit, we gotta go through each case on the docket.
Okay, I think we got one more court situation, which is not really court, but kind of court. We got this motherfucker. I don't want to call him a motherfucker. Shit, he was just trying to get his
He
little,
just
you know
trying
what
to
I
get his
mean,
bread,
on, you
bro. It
know.
ain't no,
Shit,
you know.
Brendan Sorsby is causing an uproar in the NCAA community. Sorsby was ESPN's number one ranked transfer quarterback this offseason after throwing for 7,208 yards and scoring 82 total touchdowns across stints at Cincinnati and Indiana. He was considered a potential first round NFL draft prospect before everything unraveled. This is the gambling scandal. The NCAA, sorry, discovered he had wagered approximately
sound like this one.
$90,000 on professional and college sports over 4 years, including 40 bets involving Indiana football when he was a freshman at the Hoosiers. So he was a player on the Indiana football team that he was betting on. Court documents also reveal he used family members and friends' gambling accounts to evade detection. I wonder how they found that out. NCAA ruling. The NCAA ruled him permanently ineligible following investigations into his gambling activity. The lawsuit and injunction. Sorsby didn't accept the ban. His filing argued the NCAA took a deeply hypocritical position on gambling and abandoned its obligations to promote. He says the judge ruling that Sosby would suffer if if he couldn't play. He'll miss only the first 2 games of the season. I don't know if the rest of this political. Texas AG Ken Paxson sent a letter to the Big 12 warning the conference it could face significant legal and financial consequences for punishing Sosby. Then Oklahoma AG Jitner Drummond fired back, calling Texas Tech actions a shameful chapter of the story of college football, and asking the Big 12 to sanction the school. A lot of this is just blah blah blah. But that, like I said, they're fighting back. A lot of the other conferences don't even want to play against uh Texas Tech after this. What say you? I know you ain't big on the sports,
Nigga.
but
What?
just
Oh
a
no.
map out of this, what do you think?
For me, it's like, goddamn. Is the school really gonna go and risk everything that they built just so they can, you know what I mean?
Over one motherfucker. Was he that good? Did they make? Maybe I've been in the Twilight Zone
Nigga,
for the
did you
last
was you
years.
listening to the stats that you was reading?
Huh?
You understand stats, right? You was listening. I was listening to you as you was reading off his stats,
Yeah.
and you say he was that nigga. That was the quarterback.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Did they make the did they win the championship last year or the last few years? Because last time I checked, they did it.
They go hard for certain players. Always. Every fucking sport.
What players?
Oh yeah, because they did Shador bad, huh?
That man ain't get drafted into the 5th round.
Man. Yeah. I mean, we already know,
So what I'm saying, quick, what you think? Just, I mean, yay, nay, this shit fucked up. What you think? This is some bullshit. It's not.
Well, bullshit pertaining. Nah, I'm like, this shit going on all the time. He just got caught,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't just he. You if you was listening, well, I mean, goddamn, I keep saying if you was listening, think you was reading it. When I was listening, you know what I mean. When I was listening, I was like, goddamn, he did what? They had what particular shit to cover up the
90K
trails? No, to
family
cover up the
members and
trails.
friends. Yeah, I know.
And was using certain devices and shit like this. So
My
question is
my question is, how did they catch him through that?
Through that,
I'm saying
digital fingerprints.
But it was the family member shit.
Somebody.
But it was on his phone, huh?
Somebody slipped up. From
Somebody
what it sounded like, somebody slipped up.
It sounded like he had a good operation going.
Yeah.
90 grand, got like he had a good. And this goes back to the beginning of his year. This man that played for Cincinnati, this man that played for Indiana, and now he's in Texas. And y'all just now, I'm guessing after 3 years, found out that this nigga was bad.
But then also remember that's certain investigations take certain time.
True.
if
Sometimes
he
they
had
let you run it up.
If he had his shit tight, no Diddy. If he had his shit tight, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. I got to. I know you caught yourself, but I got to.
Hey, yo, what the
fuck?
Get this nigga, man.
Hey, fuck. It ain't nowhere around that.
Ain't nowhere.
Like listen. When you listen back in your head, you hear that. Oh yeah, nigga.
That shit like in slow mo.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if he had everything in order, maybe it was a new person in play. Especially
I think this just a example that you ain't big. Well, I can't even say that. I was about to say you ain't bigger than the program, but
he was about to show that he up there in the program.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep a close eye on this, because I am into college football. I'm in the
nigga, I'm from
NFL.
Oklahoma. What you think?
Hold on, because people might not
Sooner
know
life
who
over
my
here.
NFL team is.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions, that's my team. You dig what I'm saying? Barry Sanders. It just got me, nigga. I just got pulled
back.
over for.
Oh, okay, you old school. You go. Hey,
I just got. Listen, I just got pulled over for speeding in the truck. I was going over 5 miles over the speed limit, and cool ass motherfucking cop, man. He was like, he getting all my shit. He getting all my shit. And then he looking at my ID. He like, man, you from Georgia? Let me ask you. No, he was like, let me ask you a question. I was like, yeah, what's up? He said, you from Georgia. How you become a Lions fan? Because I got all my shit on the dash and shit. I said, Barry Sanders. So he was like, oh, hold on. Are you old enough for that? He looked at my ID. He was like, oh, okay. All right, I guess. But he go back to the car, get all my shit. He come back, give me a warning. He said, only gave you a warning because you're a fan of Barry Sanders. there's not too many people know about Barry Sanders.
That old Barry, niggas was running Barry on that Tecmo Bowl, nigga.
For
You know what I'm
real,
saying?
nigga. That's how I became a goddamn Detroit Lions fan.
Him, Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl, nigga.
Right.
Shit, you
But
got a cheat code.
for real. But I said all that to say I'm gonna keep a close watch on this to see how the rest of the just how everybody react to this, because I know it's a lot of motherfuckers gonna be pissed off this nigga on the field, because we know if that was a nigga,
I don't care
bye-bye.
about it either way it go far as that, on those terms. It's just like, who didn't somebody recently just get
the NBA? It was a lot of shit going on in the NBA, but shit, I'm not that into the NBA. I'm not that into basketball, but it was a whole ring of shit going on in the NBA over gambling.
Yes, sir.
But let's keep this thing going. You want to go down to Florida? Let's get all the serious shit out the way. Well, I guess most of this shit fucking serious.
Yeah, it's all it ain't.
Let's go down to Florida, man.
This part of the segment should be called SOS, man. SOS.
Let me give a little backstory on this. I'm still confused about who the people is in this, but so I guess these teen takeovers been going on, and it's not just in Florida. It's actually, I went to a QT up here like I'm there, but up in Georgia, and that shit was flooded with teens, bro. They said it was senior skip day, because I asked the cashier, like, yo, this shit happen every day. Like, what's going on? Like, why is it all these motherfuckers like they mobbing out that motherfucker? So apparently that's a thing right now. And they're calling it the teen takeovers. So what a teen takeover is a large unorganized gathering of teenagers that have popped up across Florida, but I say it's more than that. From Orlando and Icon Park to Daytona Beach and Clearwater. Damn, I ain't even see all that. Damn, I ain't even read through this shit yet. The incident that sparked the crackdown on May 31st, hundreds of teens gathered at Clearwater Beach. Mostly peaceful event the mostly peaceful event escalated when a fight broke out and a 17-year-old was shot. We have the Attorney General damn, I'm looking for the word threatening. That's the word. Threatening to teens that's blocking off traffic legally can be run over, and that will be protected by riot law, which provides a civil defense for drivers who mow down. Listen to the wording: mow down crowds in their cars. This is a law, dog. He also said the state would look at charging teens as adults, including for racketeering, a first-degree felony. And then we had the Republican candidate James Fishback went even further and more controversially. He publicly relabeled teen takeovers as black teen riots and threatened to show up at the next teen takeover with an AR-15, and he also prompted standing up a social media youth disruption unit through the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to monitor and disrupt events before they begin. And he said he would activate the Florida National Guard. And that's about that on that. What you think, brother?
At UConn in 2023, after a men's basketball game national championship, officials reported 15 arrests, 16 hospital evaluations, vandalism, and fires. Later damages estimated probably around $123,000, with 22 people charged. See, here's the thing. When the black youth gather together and some shit goes down, the headline is always dangerous black culture, some wild ass shit being said. But when we have the white crowds gather after games, fraternities, campus parties, and shit like that, it's always the celebration has gotten out of hand. Excuse me. So at Penn State in 2016, after beating Ohio State, thousands of fans flooded the state college and damages estimated climbed from 18,000 to about 30,000, including torn down signs, damaged lights, fires, and vehicle damage. Hey, we want to talk about that. You know, when these college towns and shit be having all these different things, and that's just, a few cases. It's more cases than that. My man's wanted to spit out percentages and shit like that about who's fatherless homes, this, that, there, and the other. So we got some percentages of our own as well. And the federal sentencing data also shows that sexual abuse offenders, in about 2021 were 57.5 white and 16.1% black. We want to talk about, individuals who are prone to certain crimes. We always seem to get thrown these violent offenders, this, that, there, and the other, when majority of y'all are sex offenders. Let's talk about it. When crime is sexual violence, the public doesn't say it's a white male crisis every time. You know what I mean? But let a group of black teenagers fighting them all of a sudden it's a civilization problem. It's crazy. The comparisons that I can keep coming with. Black teen takeovers get treated as lawlessness, urban chaos, parent failure, culture problems. But let's go ahead and bounce to another part, that we can get into. They always blame fatherless communities for certain shit, but we can also tap into mass school shootings. The
Talk about
database
it.
shows that mass school shooters are overwhelmingly male, and its databases trace age, race, education, crisis, trauma, and all unwanted behaviors to whites.
What?
Whites.
You got to say the H. What?
White males.
Mm-hmm.
You always want to take shots. We can get statistics and numbers about who's who, but I'm not here to play those games, and y'all shouldn't be either. I said SOS in the beginning of this segment because that means save our sons. And for me, it's like we need to. It's time that all fathers, uncles, fucking big cousins, the gangsters, everybody need to go ahead, and it's time to rally the troops, and not on no violent shit. As to saying we stepping in and we not allowing certain things to go down, harm and threat y'all way. If y'all don't feel protected and safe here, then we pulling up. And if y'all feel like y'all gonna press us or press them, that's not gonna happen.
Ooh, damn! I'm gonna try to find the clip. But we are doing that. Keep talking though.
That's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna be allowed. We will be the ones in our communities that step in at these particular functions. We can be the individuals there at these functions when they do go down to make sure that everything our not theirs, our kids are safe, because it's our kids that we sending out here, but it's
Mm-hmm.
their law enforcement that they're sending out there, and they don't give a fuck about none of them.
Mm-mm.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Make sure your stories match. That's they play. We can't sit here and allow an individual to pop up. It don't matter what position he in, whether you the fucking attorney general, the governor, who the fuck ever, to make bold threats to our children. If we ain't doing nothing for our children, no wonder they like fuck it. If we ain't willing to step in and step up for our children that's out here, no wonder they like fuck it and fuck us.
Right.
The era of motherfuckers being scared of these kids out here, that shit is dead, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We need to dead that shit. Every nigga out here, me, you, every motherfucker out here that's
Facts.
able-bodied and willing that can. If everybody fucking pull up to the function and we like, yo, we got this whole perimeter. See, another thing is these team takeovers ain't you got these janky ass promoters that's out here. And they putting these kids in this position because they just want the bread, and the kids just looking for a fucking place to go. And that's another problem with our community. We got places we ain't got shit for our kids to do. So
Mm-hmm.
by the time they get to these functions and shit, they got all types of shit pent up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has to have its outlet, inlet, outlet, inlet, outlet. But that's my main little point on that, man. We like, and that's what I'm saying. I was supposed to be in a different goddamn era where the motherfuckers was ready to do whatever. This motherfucking era now, shit.
Yeah, I wish I could have found that clip, man. I seen a clip. This girl was being bullied in school, and it was a gang of niggas showed up. They showed up like that's what they do. They show up to scenes where blacks. I don't think it's just girls, but I think any black child is being treated the way they show up. And I think they took the girl. They made sure the girl, got home safe or whatever. They
Once
took
our
her
kids
out.
feel protected, they'll stop moving like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I thought that was a dope situation. I can't find it right now, man. But what I feel on this
Send the
is
link.
right. I got you. What I feel on this is these individuals are definitely out of line with their rhetoric, what they're just comfortable saying in the public now. That is insane. And if there's no backlash, that's even proving more of the time we're in.
Well, we know
I
where we
think
at.
it's fucked. I know, but I feel it's fucked up, and it only takes me back. I grew up in Daytona Beach, Florida, and we was the home of spring break, and that's just how it was. When it's the white spring break, it's fine. These motherfuckers jumping off balconies, splitting their heads open, trying to
Oh,
jump in the
it
pool, doing
nuts.
all this fucking shit. Like it's just as many deaths as it is when Black College reunion come around. But the difference
Nah, not as
is
many
when
deaths,
Black
bro.
College. Hold on, dog. Let me get my shit off. When the Black College reunion come out, we have the state the state patrol. We have law enforcement from all of, they call in all sources, and it's just cops everywhere when it's time for the black people to get their party on. But they let the whites just run free. So I'm familiar with this because they're not doing this for white team takeovers. I guarantee you there's white team takeovers. I've seen white team takeovers. You dig what I'm saying? But it is the very least amount of law enforcement presence. But when it comes down to the black folks, and then they want to blame it on, oh, this 70-year-old got shot. That's our end. That's why we are treating this like we're treating it. No, it's racism is why y'all treating it how y'all treating it. I just had to get that off, man. My bad. Go ahead, my brother.
Now that's all it is. Racism.
Yeah.
Clear as motherfucking day, man.
Where
know
we
what I'm
going
saying?
next, man? We gonna get to some lighter topics. God damn, the whole episode been heavy than a bitch, bro. We anticipated it, but
Real
damn.
heavy. Shit heavy. My shit getting too heavy. It's too heavy. Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Let's take a break from the heaviness, man. I want to go back, man. You said it. You said, I would love to see if Jay-Z would do the anniversary show in LA.
Oh, in LA.
And then here and then there. That would be dope. But before you said that, you said
Hey, will he
Jay-Z
do the same
will
numbers?
not do the numbers he did in
Niggas
New
doing
York
over there.
that he doing.
I said Willie do
You
the
said
same
Willie.
numbers.
You
Yeah.
said Willie, but you were presenting it as if you didn't
Is my
think
level
he
of
would.
surety there? I don't know. You know what I mean?
But I will say,
we also have to remember this man got a wide fan base.
yeah, and I broke it down a little bit in that episode, but according to the internet, the LA show was just announced this week. So it's fresh. Here's what's going on. Jay-Z announced a concert at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles on Friday, October 23rd, 2026, as part of his Jay-Z 30 series, celebrating the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. I almost said Reasonable Clout. The general on sale started yesterday, June 12th at 10 a.m. local time via Live Nation. So tickets literally just went on sale. It does not appear to be sold out yet, though availability is likely moving fast given the demand. So we'll have to keep an eye on this to see if he sell like he sold. I imagine he already, by this time, when it was time for the Yankee Stadium, I'm pretty sure he was sold out by now. But we also have to keep in mind that I believe the SoFi Stadium is 90,000 people.
Yeah.
That's where Kanye was.
Yeah.
You know, when we're talking about the Kanye show, that's where he was.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 80, 90,000, which is crazy. I know Yankee Stadium ain't that. What is Yankee Stadium? You could talk about this while I look that up. What you think
I'm
about?
waiting on you. I want to see what it's gonna do. That's I already spoke on this. How I wanted this motherfucker.
You said you wanted to. Now it's actually a thing.
Yeah, so it's hey, we gonna get another freestyle is the question.
He gonna be freestyled out. He got 3 shows.
Man. The nigga may finally decide to say something to 50.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay. SoFi Stadium has a standard seating capacity of 70,240 for NFL games, but it can it can be expanded to 100,000 for major events and concerts. So it has the capacity of 100,000. So let's see Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium is 46,537 with a maximum standing room capacity of 52,325. So we're talking about almost 50,000 more for this LA event. So of course it wouldn't sell out as fast because it's more
More seats to
more
fill.
yeah, so which they're probably not going to fill 100,000 because you got to think how the stage sit. They're not going to put anybody behind them. So we're probably looking at a good 80,000. But it ain't much to say, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hope I googled it. I don't think they're going to be it don't say yet. I want to know if they're going to be streaming these shows cuz I would love to see it.
Why that nigga start doing his spelling like that?
I don't know. That's new. He just started that.
I understand the 30 stuff, but the way that the J is.
No, you mean the Y.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why he doing that now. But I'm talking about even on Apple Music, his shit spelled like that.
mm-hmm. You gotta remember
But
it's loopholes, man. Donuts.
mm-hmm. But I guess that's all on that. I'm just trying to see if streaming is available for his Yankee Stadiums. Last I checked, yeah, it's still like that. No official live stream is currently available for Jay-Z's Yankee Stadium concerts. I hope they stream that shit. I do want to see that shit. But where are we going? We got two more topics, man, and they're your topics. Which one you want to hit first, man?
Let's
We
go from
got
drip to
chemistry.
development, man.
Huh?
Let's talk about the going from drip to development, man. Materialism. Our materialism,
shit.
got us in the chokehold out here.
Uh-huh. I usually be on point with that. Yeah, introduce your topic, man.
So I was online the other day and I was scrolling and I passed by something my homeboy had a question, and it made me think a little bit. But just on some different shit, about how in the black community, we are, let's say, how we covered so many material things out here. Without these certain things, we don't feel like we are anything without them. You know what I mean? It has to define us when we walk in the room versus us defining us when we walk in the room. That's why people get the big logos and stuff like that. Big logos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, the investing strategy. Remember, I was speaking about that beforehand, is what we could do with a certain percentage of that particular money. It's not so much as coming from, damn, we just blowing and wasting money, because you're gonna do what you want to with your money, but also a lot of times we don't have or know other avenues of things that we could do with a small percentage. For me, the whole thing is the asset versus liability shit. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit is just a bunch of liabilities that we purchase versus us getting real assets, you know what I mean? They can produce income, jobs, shit like that, shit that depreciates. It could be passed down to future generations, all of that shit, you know what I mean? But instead, we get a bag that really most motherfuckers get these bags and shoes and shirts and all these fits and shit like that and only rock it for what, one night. You know, you a shoe collector. I know you got some shit that you only wore probably
Nigga,
once, and that shit is
I got shoes I ain't even worn yet,
airtight.
bro.
You know what I
I got
mean?
shoes I ain't worn yet, bro.
And you gotta think, you know, investment wise, what that money could be. I was listening to a show today, excuse me, that was speaking on that. You know, just how having something small as say, you know, spending putting $10 away a day can do, you know what I mean? And how
Definitely.
in we could be millionaires at a certain point, you know, far as about 5-10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Um the math went like what 10,000. So 10,000, if 10,000 people got together and put in $100 a month, that's 1 million per month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just 10,000 of our people getting it. That's 12 million per year.
Mm-hmm.
With 12 million a year, we could buy commercial property, create fucking business, a business fund. What we need the most trade schools. We gotta have because we ain't we sending motherfuckers to college to go sit and then get even in more motherfucking debt. And then they
Mm-hmm.
come out and then they be wanting the motherfucker that got 10-year experience. You know what I'm saying? And
Shit crazy.
you know how the story goes, you know. Only
Just
ones who
insert
in and
real
out.
quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. They do shit like that. They say because I know this right now because me and my wife we're going through this tech. We're trying to get into tech and we get the certifications and everything, and then you go to get a job in that and they want you to have 5-10 years in experience. But it's like, how
Yeah,
are you going to get the fucking experience if you
if
don't
you
get
can't get
hired
in the
somewhere?
door. So the only
But
thing is creating your own.
you know who is getting in that door though
Oh,
to
we
get
already
that
know
experience.
that.
But anyway, my bad, brother. Go ahead.
White. White. You know, we can open trade schools. I said, we can start credit union. 12 million right there. Boom. And then we follow that same process and can have multiple credit unions and really be able to do something for us with the community.
I think it's
Far
more than
as setting them
12.
up
I hate to split hairs, but I think it's more than 12 million. I think it's
a
something like
million per month.
I have no, I'm saying to start a credit union, I believe it's something like a half a billion to a billion you need because you need that capital when you get into that when you get into that realm. I just heard someone talking about it. That's the only reason I said that. Well, go ahead. My bad.
I'll look
My
that
bad,
part
brother.
up. But we'll look that part up
Because
and
you have
come
to
back
have
to
that
the
money
other
in the
side.
bank. Think about a bank. You have to have the capital to be able to loan individuals money for them to pay back. That's the name of the game when it come down to banks. It's in a loan
Mhm.
uh type of
So now
industry.
we open up different doors with that.
Hmm.
Um, Purchasing farmland, doing like what's his name was doing, but you know I don't know his particular reasons behind it, but you know creating apartment complexes and shit like that to
There's many
create
people doing
affordable
that, yeah.
housing. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Um, it's multiple. It's a whole process of phases. The shit can be done, man. You know we
They can.
just spend so much time. Well, I don't even think it's that we spending the time. I think it's just the my people perish for the lack of knowledge. You know, I think if more
Not
people were
only
aware,
oh, I'm sorry,
go
keep
ahead.
going. My bad, my bad.
You know, I think if more people were aware of what could really happen with, you know, say $10 a day and what that can accumulate over, you know, a few years or even more. You know, it all depends on how much you want to put in, where you want to put it in at, and
Hmm.
what you want it to do, you know. and we have to, be able to set up them programs so we can be able to teach, and not this old bullshit that everybody, trying to become gurus and super motherfucking profits,
Mm-hmm.
make super profits off of the people, and then not showing them nothing. All you gotta do is just get this program, and then once you get this program, you go get the book, and then once you go get the book, you go get the
Nigga,
video, and
I
then you
got a
get the
story.
video. Hey, nigga,
I got a
hey,
story from this week, nigga. This week,
yeah,
I attended this 3-day boot camp via what's the
fitness
virtual
boot
shit?
camp, tech boot camp,
No. I'm saying Zoom, via Zoom.
yeah,
It was on podcasting. They taking us through the shit. 3 days I tuned in.
man,
By
boy,
that
you got.
third day, yeah, for $9.97,
Oh, he
you
came
could get
out.
in this
Pastor
program
came out with the
for the for the
collection
VIP.
plate.
For the VIP, $19.97. You dig what I'm saying? It's like you'll think they trying to give you, and I've paid thousands for certain quote unquote, packages and lessons and boot camps, and bro, that shit be bullshit, bro.
Hey,
Gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, but you gotta reel that back. Hey, you talking about you paid thousands for use like packages. Like,
Oh
whoa,
shit!
hey,
Oh
man.
shit! I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that.
Hey, I paid thousands for packages. I got them big packages too.
This nigga, man.
I ain't say no big packages. You just inserting shit. Nah, nigga. Oh shit, inserting shit.
Hey, yo, what the
We gotta get off that. This shit going too. I ain't saying nothing.
That's all you had on this,
Yeah.
because I'll say my piece and we could get up off
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this.
yeah. That's it.
Definitely we have a problem.
I'm just
in the
saying
fact-
I don't want to say that the problem. I want to say we have the ability to do more. To be able to put ourselves in the positions where we don't have to set up certain funds for individuals. Excuse me, like the young brother Karmelo Anthony. We already have these shits in place, and we'll be able to get individuals, the proper defense that they need in these cases. Like the young brother that's in the case with what's his name, Rick Chow and shit. We be able to pay for the lawyers for the wrongful death lawsuits and shit like that. When the parents and things don't have those certain funds, and this is how these organizations supposed to be. You know what I mean? So we got the ability, we got the power, we just have to use it, wisely. But the whole program is designed to keep selling us everything out here. So
well,
be
they
strong
are
out this motherfucker.
That's in our community, that's the saying. The game is to be sold, not told.
Not told.
But what I will say, my piece on this, I was leading with, we do have a problem with materialism, because I do believe we have a problem with materialism. We look at brands, we think that's
remember that's social status engineering, man. Yeah, I know, man. I
God damn. I just want to runway. I just let you do your shit. You just talked for 5 minutes. God
I think
damn.
it was 2.5.
Right. Give me 30 seconds. God damn.
And go.
All I was saying is we do have a problem with materialism, man. I don't know what's our... Well, it does date back to our ancient time with the goal. And what's up, man? You can't control yourself. What's up?
I'm good.
God damn.
Just staring.
I just want a clear runway, nigga. When a plane...
I ain't even said that. You stopped yourself, man.
You said nah. You said noises.
I was about to say something, and I was like, "Man, let me go ahead and just, let me listen
bro,
first."
I feel like we do have a problem with materialism. even in what you just said, laid out that we do have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we have to have the shiny things, why we have to keep up with the Joneses, why we can't just do. And then the Joneses we keeping up with, them motherfuckers ain't even doing what we doing. They probably got 10 times as much as that. So if we could just live under our fucking means, below our means, and stack up our bread, implements a lot of the things you were talking about just now, we would be in a situation. We are the biggest consumer, definitely in America.
Because
I wouldn't
we're
be
the
surprised
smallest
if it was
producer.
the world. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, and we're the smallest group, but we're the biggest consumer. You dig what I'm saying?
Not small
That's
group. I said smallest producer.
yeah, but we're also the
Producing and
smallest.
manufacturing.
We're
Don't
also
believe
the
the hype.
smallest. All right, bro. But what I'm saying is we can do much better.
Who gave you
But
them
we got to
numbers?
get up.
Same with us.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Rock out.
Who
Go
gave you them
ahead.
numbers?
Who?
Who gave you the numbers?
I'm telling you, tell me. You got a
Oh,
point
that's
to
what I'm
get
saying.
to.
I'm asking you. Nigga be think I'm trying to get on some other shit. Nah, nigga, I'm asking you a question. Who gave you the numbers?
No, because you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna get back to what you mean. And I already see the play a mile away. So that's what I'm saying. Let's just get
I
to the
don't want to
play.
get back to what I mean. I just want to know who's who, where the source is coming from.
I don't know who controlling the sources. All I'm saying is we could do better. You see, you're looking for a way to debate me, but I'm saying what you're saying. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. What am I
Yeah, I
saying
know.
different from what you're saying? Nothing. I'm
I
just
know.
saying it in different words. You dig what I'm saying? I agree with you, bro.
Nah,
This is
nigga,
my long way.
you said you bought the beer at 11:45. Ain't that what you said?
You know you done fucked up, right?
You
All
know
right,
you done
man.
fucked
Let's get into this last topic, man. We need to do better. That's all we got on that last
I
topic,
need to.
man.
We can do better.
We can and we need to.
You know what I mean, we can.
The
Do better.
can is the reason why we
You know what I mean?
definitely need to.
Yeah,
But go ahead and
we
intro
will.
this last. We will. I like that. Speaking into existence, manifestation. Get us into this last topic, my brother.
You know, again, me scrolling through different shit online, I thought about some shit. Cause you know, most of the time you see different things online, and it's about either it's a nigga bashing his baby mama or the baby mama bashing the nigga. You know what I mean? Like far as in our community. You know, I got this running question like, God damn, what happened to black love? Because it ain't. This shit is starting to get scarce. You know what I mean? Or is it? You know, I asked that question first to you. You know, you think this shit is getting scarce?
What's good? What
Because
black love?
yeah, because now, you know,
If you ask me a
again,
question, you got to give me the opportunity to answer before you say your piece on it.
no, I wasn't gonna say my
Or
piece. I'm
you
just
just
saying
talking to
now.
the people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you was asking me. I was about to answer you. Go ahead.
God damn, what was I about to say?
My bad, bro. My bad. I cut your wisdom. My bad. The scarcity.
Oh, black love and scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotta go back
Mm-hmm.
to black love. So, you know, and that's the question that we want to ask. You know what I mean? Is this shit really, you know, scarce? Is it do, or again, is it one of those situations where the negative is just outshining the positive, you know. And I say that to say, you know, the with the drama and shit like that between the war, because between the black man and the black woman, you know,
Which was
it's
orchestrated.
based on, yeah, we some of us know that. I ain't gonna say we all know. You know, if you've done
Mm-hmm.
your research in history, then you know, during certain times, certain plays, you know, was put in effect. You know, you want to go back
For sure.
to the feminine movement is, you know, the beginning of our separation, because in the 50s and back, you know, the marriage rates
Welfare.
were higher and all of that shit. Yeah. So, well, with welfare, the government decided he was gonna play daddy, and we'll take
Mm-hmm.
care of you. You just keep that nigga out the house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that'll keep that in infrastructure designed the way that I want it to.
And we go to crack. We
Keep,
could go to the draft. We could go a million ways, man. How they kept the
yeah.
black man out of the house, man. But yeah, yeah.
But we talking now, you know, about motherfuckers not really understanding the difference between chemistry and compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with chemistry is you dealing with like attraction, motherfuckers, butterflies, you know, that spark, excitement.
Mm-hmm.
It could be some you know, shit driven by motherfucking you know, physical attraction, sexual, the somebody has a certain mystique to them, you know what I mean? You know, all of that shit falls under the chemistry banner. But
Mm-hmm.
excuse me. But when you talking about compatibility, now you speaking in alignment. You know what I mean? Now it's it's not how you make me feel. It's about what we can build together. You know what I mean? Compatibility puts you puts you at a point to where you have like shared values, similar life goals, fuck y'all, the way y'all deal with y'all money, how the levels of, you know, your what we using now, your emotional intelligence shits,
The
you know what I
biggest part.
mean?
The biggest part.
Was it?
That balance.
Yep.
That's the biggest part of compatibility. One might lean more than the other on some things,
Mm-hmm.
but it levels out.
On a scale every time,
That's
you know.
compatibility. My bad. Keep going.
No, you
You
good to
you
go.
cooking. You cooking.
You know.
Um.
So yeah, you speak about, you know, the whole thing is, you know, chemistry versus compatibility. So we thinking like, all right, you know, again, we go back to what makes me feel good, or can we solve some problems together? You know what I mean? Because what you have with the in the feel good relationship is that's just that shit that's just in the moment, and those individuals can never solve their problems, and then they end up in the I hate you, you hate me realm. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
Toxicity.
sir. But then you have the others like, baby, let's sit down. We need to have a conversation. Um, I have some issues I want to address, and I know you have some things that you may want to address. And you know, we need to air these things out. However you want to word or whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, then you speaking on y'all actually talk about the future. You know, some individuals is just we just in the moment. You know what I mean? We in the moment. That's it. The sex is good. And that nigga came and threw that dick on, man. I'm pussy whipped, bro. I'm on my Drake shit. I'm about to write
Mm-hmm.
42 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
Yeah, I'm glad you laid it out because I was wondering when I seen the topic, I'm like, damn, chemistry versus compatibility.
mhm.
But yeah, nah, you're right. You hit the nail on the head. With chemistry, that's what we say. Oh, we have chemistry,
Yeah,
but
but that's it.
but
You
chemistry
know.
could be that could be misleading. You know,
So
the
that's just like
girl,
one wants to be married, one doesn't. That's the chemistry versus
not necessarily
compatibility.
because
You know
chemistry
what I
could
mean?
also want to be
One wants
married. What
kids,
I would
one doesn't. You
no,
know,
no.
one.
See, you're
Go
getting it
ahead.
wrong. You're getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong because you was on the right track because chemistry can be uh misleading because what I was about to get into is maybe one of the girls that I have more chemistry with, or a lot of, let's just say a lot, not more, but a lot of chemistry with, she wasn't necessarily compatible for me. You dig what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Yes, she probably wanted me to marry her. She probably wanted to have kids with me, but we were
No,
not
not her. Maybe it
compatible.
may be you. It could be either or. You know what I
Either
mean? You may have been
or.
like,
I'm
yo,
I'm
I
not
may
I'm
want to
not
be married, but that's just on the chemistry level.
but I'm
That's
saying
just
on the chemistry level, we
mhm.
could have that facade of wanting that. But
Yeah.
will it work out for us just because we
No.
have this quote unquote chemistry? No. You
No.
dig what I'm saying?
With
So,
compatibility, you gotta have, share, at least some core values and shit. Again, problem solving, problem solving, problem solving. Some motherfuckers just we supposed to argue and yell at each other and say fuck you and again.
we're supposed to
Nah,
be in love. We're
you know what
supposed to
I'm
be
saying?
in
Oh yeah,
love.
you
We're supposed to
you
be
know,
in love.
they can pull it
Till
up to
ain't
your
no
house.
giving up.
Man,
That motherfucking
hop
Kevin
up
Gates.
out
I
you.
was just I was just
Hop
listening to
up
that.
out. Hey man. Anyway, you know what I
That nigga was
mean?
talking crazy on that song, man.
Me and my brother Drew together. Shit, he better not get in my business. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga
Like,
said I would have toilet water drowned you.
yeah,
What? He said, call
yeah.
your mama like, mama, we having problems. Like, what?
Problems.
That nigga insane, dog.
Hey, I was listening like, God damn, I ain't supposed to be listening to this shit, but I'm listening to it and rocking to it like a motherfucker.
Nah, I was vibing. Hey, at that time, nigga, you know my history, nigga. I was
Yeah,
going through it at that time.
yeah, that was part of the soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this the life soundtrack right here. This was song 6. This right in the middle of the album. This was shit was starting to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, boy. Hey,
Man, but yeah, nah, you hit the nail on the head, man, with chemistry versus compatibility. I hope we can figure that out as a people, not even just a community, because I think we all hopping into situations that is not
well,
compatible for us.
well, here's the thing. You go through people are dealing with fear of starting over. What if they don't find the
Mm-hmm.
type of chemistry again?
Mm-hmm.
Lost cost or niggas gotta check their life. Man, I've been in this relationship for 5 years, man. Shit, I'm invested. You know what I'm saying? But you got that question,
But hey, on
you
that
got
note,
potential versus reality.
hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm invested, but haven't we heard of a bad investment?
Yes, they're all out there. Remember, marriage is a business. That's why it
Yes,
comes with a license. Everything
yes.
that you need to operate in this
We could go
particular
deep, but I
system.
ain't gonna go deep. But it's
You know what I
even.
mean?
I ain't gonna go deep. Go ahead.
Hey.
Because it's
But
far
again,
past marriage, nigga. As we born into this world and we get that birth certificate, it's a business.
business, yes. You set
I've
up at
gone
a
to
con. Remember,
I've
you
gone
go.
to cities and it don't say city of, it says corporate. It say corp.
Mhm.
Corp limits. They don't say city limits. It say corp limits. Corp is short for corporation. So this is not a
It's
city. This is
also
a
short for
corporation.
corpse.
Yeah, but in this sense, it's a corporation. This is not a city. This is a corporation.
Meaning,
I've been paying
so
attention to that shit,
remember,
dog.
this is where we go through. So when people are born, they go through a birth canal, correct?
Yeah.
And then once you come on that particular through that canal, that birth canal, through that water and everything, then you meet the doc, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doc brings you on the land, you get your manifestation papers. You know what I mean? That's the whole particular process there of you being, all right, we consider this individual to be this, and then they get your little footprints, they get your little handprints, and you have officially been signed over once you've been given that number and shit. So, but yeah, that's we going
Yeah,
down a
we
different
getting there.
thing.
We
But here's the
going down.
relationship formula.
I said, boy, we done turned into the goddamn damn, what's that?
Goddamn Joe Rogan podcast.
The hotel, goddamn.
Shit. Oh
We went
nah, we
hotel on them, man.
we ain't going that far.
Man,
Man,
it looked like it,
we
dog.
ain't going, we ain't on them niggas level either, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got some sense about this shit, y'all. Listen, we ain't this, you know, we can get extreme and shit can be extreme, but we also, hey, we having a good time with this shit as well.
For sure.
But we also want to inform the people and
For
keep the
sure.
people informed. I often sit and think like, damn, man, what if brothers like Fred Hampton and Malcolm X or Huey Newton and any of them had a opportunity to sit back and do podcasts and could get the messages out there to the people. Man, this shit would so this shit is, we got to be on our shit on a different level. And
Facts.
that's what my goal and focus is, when y'all hearing my perspectives and my different points of views and the topics and subjects that no Diddy I like to touch on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Hey, I knew it was coming. Like I said, oh damn.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Hey,
What
it's
else?
like a chain of events. It's just
Hey yo, what the fuck?
so we'll go back to
Chain
the
of
relationship
events,
formula,
train, I don't
man.
know, I just,
Listen, if you have hey, that sound like a Diddy tape too. The train of events. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Nah, go
chemistry
ahead,
and
brother.
compatibility equals healthy relationship. Chemistry minus compatibility equals that little temp shit. You know what I mean?
Toxicity.
Compatibility minus some chemistry equals a good friendship. You know what I mean? You have individuals that end up being platonic over the years. No chemistry, no compatibility. Shit, why in the fuck are we here? Well, who? Hey, Smack, who is this nigga? You know what I mean? You got to hit him with that line. Yeah, So with that being said, man, always remember this: a fire can start with a spark, but a spark alone can heat a home for 30 years. You know what I mean? So
Damn, I'll be wanting to do that little clock it thing, but it's so gay. But god damn, you ate with that,
what
cuz.
the fuck is that? Hey, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, you know what? Follow your instincts, man. You gotta do like the little Disney movie say, man. You have to follow yourself, son. If it say that shit ain't it, that shit is not it.
I had to do it, dog.
I don't want to look up and see my man. Yeah, man. I can't explain that shit to your son. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I don't know. Maybe he had a moment. Nephew.
Nigga, if you ate, you ate, nigga. God damn, you ate, nigga. That's a nigga,
full
brother
plate.
to brother. We should
be
able.
I understand that. I was just talking about the little hand movement. You good on that, Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's
You
the
got-
index or the middle. Do it with me, bro.
Do the chopsticks or some shit, nigga. Do
Do it with me, dog. Come on, bro.
Man.
Do it for.
Yeah,
Do it for.
I'm
Do it
good.
for. All right.
I'm good,
I tried
man.
to get them, y'all. I tried to get them.
Saying? You might as well start doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. You got a word of the week for us, my brother.
Nah, that was it, man.
That was the word.
That was it. Yeah, that was that last little firebomb. What was it? What was my name? Firebug. Yeah.
I see what you did there.
You know what I'm saying?
Firebug. Down. Get on there. There you go. Man, I guess we did it then, huh? You usually give official word of the week, though. That's
another one. Yeah, I kind of did it. I ain't do it the way that we.
You incorporated it.
Yeah.
Into the last.
I should have separated that.
Separated it. Look.
But I was like, man, it all kind of fit together, with the chemistry and the fire.
Look. You should have separated
it. You gonna do this too, then, huh?
Did it? Hey, let me give him a round of applause. My nigga did it, man.
You gonna be. I'm gonna look up. This nigga gonna have that on a thumbnail. All night. Nigga gonna be looking for that shit. Hey, let me find that one right there.
I'm doing it for the views.
2 niggas.
What can I tell you? I'm doing it for the views, nigga.
Better be 2 niggas doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I might do it, nigga. Don't tempt me, nigga. It might be too, but we both might be up in that bed.
That may be the biggest joint. You know what I'm saying?
We don't need a lot, just a decent amount.
You be like, man, where all these extra comments coming?
That bitch gonna go viral. Man, I appreciate you, my brother, man. I got now. I'm enjoying this journey, dog. I'm enjoying this journey, man. I enjoyed this episode.
Until the nigga hit you with that hey chocolate.
Now come on, dog. See, I'm getting serious and I'm just expressing. We on episode 20. I'm just saying how I'm appreciating this experience, this journey with my brother. You feel what I'm saying? It's I actually was looking forward to today.
This shit should be like what, about 10 years old, damn near.
Yeah, but we ain't focused on that, man. We focused on the future, dog. You feel me? We're gonna get to that. I can't wait till we double up, my nigga. I'm starting looking forward to these goddamn episodes.
We don't need a lot, just a
you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we can start doubling up on y'all folk. You feel what I'm saying? It's yours truly, Coach Q, in here with Ben Savvy. Make sure y'all follow us on Reasonable Clout Podcast on all social media platforms except for X. On X, we are Clout and Reason. And on YouTube, we are Reasonable Clout Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that hype button. Do all the things, man. Get us up in the algorithm. Keep like that motherfucker right now. You done made it this far. Like this motherfucker, man. It don't cost you nothing. Like that bitch. And while you at it, go ahead and hit subscribe, bro. Like, what you doing?
Yeah, get on that.
Man, any last words before we get out of here, my brother?
Nigga, we got merch.
Ooh. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit.
We don't need a lot, just a decent
amount. Shit.
Green and white, green.
Ooh,
got the camo. You know what I mean?
Got the baby blue.
Colors.
Ooh,
Colors.
yellow.
Colors.
Ooh, what you
We
doing
don't need a
over
lot,
there?
just a decent amount.
That boy going a fool over there.
It's reasonable clout.
Chef
Damn.
cooking.
Reasonable clout.
Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have that available, man, soon. But we gotta get y'all, man. Y'all have to start subscribing. Y'all have to become a part of the community.
We don't need a lot, just a
We
decent
need all our
amount.
clout chasers. Yeah, that's the name for y'all. We need all our clout chasers to tap in with us, man, so we can make this thing bigger than ever. You dig what I'm saying? I started dropping all the shorts, the motherfucking TikToks and all that good shit. So y'all tap in on all of those, man. We're keeping it going.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? But until next week, we out this bitch.
Yeah, don't call me nigger, white boy.
Reasonable clout.